Yes.
Hanley. Jesus.
Working.
Mumford. Yes. Richardson.
Yes.
Wilson. Here.
Okay.
There's Jeremiah.
Mark Jeremiah here, say here. He got in just at the end of roll call. Okay, moving on, we've got the public forum. We have previous sign-ups. I have a sign-up member here. Mr. Sales, you have the floor, sir.
Mr. Mayor, City Council, for the last 5 or 6 months, I have been battling extremely steadily climbing utility bills. And I am a diabetic and about to be a triple amputee. And I have made the dangerous decision to continuously pay for these utilities. I'd like to know when some relief is coming. Because when I become disabled in November, my pay is gonna be cut. And if I've gotta pay more astronomical bills, I'm gonna be in trouble. So I'd like to know what is going on with these prices, because I have unplugged every single electrical thing, and yet my utility bill skyrockets.
Okay, I can give you some answers, cause we've worked on this too. I wish I had better news for you, but I don't. The rates are probably going to see some more increases in order to stay above water. As of last year, we operated at a $1.1 million deficit in all utilities combined. So we have to make some adjustments on that. In 2020, at our last census, we had about 3,200 folks in town. And as of now, we're down to about 2,450. So we've lost 750 people out of town, which is about 250 households. So that revenue loss was about 87,000 a month. So we're down 1,097,000 in the hole for last year. And I had Shelby do some research for me for our rates. And from an electric standpoint, we charge currently 11 cents per kilowatt, and we offer a 1 cent per kilowatt discount. Now, we're the only municipality around offering a discount of any kind. And comparatively speaking to some of the other electrical suppliers around, we are at 10 cents after our discount. The state average is 18.62 cents per kilowatt. And Norris Electric, who's one of those neighboring suppliers, is at 21 cents a kilowatt. Ameren just raised theirs to 27.5 cents a kilowatt. So the electric costs across the board are increasing. Now, we're going to try to maintain a keel to where we don't charge any more than we have to. We do not intend to make money on electric, but we have to maintain a balanced black so we don't lose going forward and have to cut services. So I know because of the population declining, our expenses going up, we got fewer people trying to cover a larger expense, and that goes back out to the general public. And you know, it's no different for me than it is for you. And yes, it's kind of tough, but we don't have any other alternatives until we find a way for the suppliers that we have to buy water, electric, gas off of, relieve us. So that's where we're standing there. I can tell you that we look each and every day to find ways to do it. My committee on the public utility rates are looking for ways to maintain the cost in a manner that allows us to have the services we have without having to pay any more than what we need, because they got to pay their bills too, just like you. So we're working on it. Now, that doesn't mean I got rosy news for you down the road.
I haven't gotten any rosy news yet.
No, I understand. But
I'm disappointed.
Well, no, I want you to know we're trying. We don't want to do this either. You know, and the part of the problem we've got is for years in the past, there was never any systematic changes to rates. And when all these expenses come forward all at once, it caught us without having to do it. Back in 2020, the council voted to eliminate the utility tax. That saved everybody 4.5 cents off their total utility bill, which boiled down to about $18 to $20 a person. And then when we was working with the electric rate, we had some reserves that we invested to try to get us some monies for interest from what we had. That helped us and allowed us to put that 1 cent per kilowatt discount on there, which saved another $11 or $12 per household. But it's come to the time now with the electric rates going up and the other cost of the other expenses accelerating, we've got to make some adjustments, because last year, for the fiscal year, go ahead and sit down, get off your leg.
Yeah.
Last year, our water loss, the water department loss was $187,000. The sewer department lost $370,000. The electric department lost $438,000, and the gas department lost $104,000, for a total of $1,098,000 in total losses. We can't continue along that line. At the same time, I do not intend to try to recoup all that in 1 year, but if we did, folks like yourself, me, and everybody sitting in this room would have a crunch that they couldn't deal with. And I don't intend to let that happen. So we're gonna have to find a way to systematically get us back to where wiser spending, wiser investing, and some additional maneuvers on rates will allow us to get to the black. I know that's not the answer you wanted to hear, but I'm being straight up honest with you on what we cannot do and why we gotta do it, sir.
Okay, was there any money raised in that beer tent?
Yeah, beer tent, yeah, but it can't go toward
Yeah,
this.
utility funds have to be separate funds, and they have to be, the rates have to be sufficient to pay the bills of each fund. So water bill, water rates to water, sewer to sewer, electric to electric, and you can't, because they're special funds, you can't pass that money amongst each fund.
The
They're
popcorn,
considered special funds, and they have to be, self-sufficient in accordance with state law.
the Popcorn Festival Committee runs the Popcorn Festival. We, as a city, have nothing to do with the ins and outs of that, so whatever they earn down there goes with the Popcorn Committee.
Mm.
To kind of give you an idea how the state operates, sir, and I've used this example before, everything has to be in its own line. Now, I'm not saying I agree with it, but it's the way it's gotta work. And if you've got $1 in your left pocket and nothing in your right pocket, and your right pocket your Coca-Cola pocket, and your left pocket your candy bar pocket, and you wanna buy Coca-Cola, but you only have $1 in that pocket, it's in your other one, you can't use what you got in your left pocket to buy something you want that should be located in your right pocket. That's the state of Illinois.
Unfortunately, that's true, and
It's
it's endangering my
yeah.
life.
I don't have to explain that to you, and we gotta follow their rules, and that's what she's there for, to make sure we do, but like I said, I wish I had some better answers for you. I will tell you this, I'll make this promise to you, we're not gonna do anything we don't have to do as far as working that out, and the way we can, if we can find any way to find ways to reduce those rates and maintain those rates at the lowest level possible, we're gonna do it.
Well, I hope so soon, because November 25th, I'm getting my 3rd amputation, and it's going to absolutely throw me to the ground, especially when my paychecks at work get cut massively, and I've still got a utility bill that's getting higher and higher.
I understand, I wish I could say more than good luck on your medical situation, but know that we're gonna work on our end, and hopefully in the future, we can find a way to relieve for you and everybody else.
I hope so.
Okay, all right. Anybody else signed up? No. Moving on, meeting minutes are in front of you for the meeting that was on the, what was the last one? September 2nd? Who officiated that?
Tanner did.
Thank you, sir. It'd been simpler for me to be here with that meeting than trying to negotiate 5 grandkids at the beach, but I appreciate you stepping in and helping me out.
Yes, sir.
So with that, the minutes are in front of you. If anybody has read them, if they have any questions, bring them up. Otherwise, I'll entertain a motion to approve the meetings of the Tuesday, August 2nd meeting. as written.
I'll make the motion.
Ms. Marcy, a second, please.
I'll second.
Ms. Carleen, whenever you're set, roll your vote.
Hanley,
Abstain.
Jenkins,
Abstain.
Mumford. Yes. Richardson. Yes. Wilson. Yes. Brown.
Yes.
Okay. You threw me for a loop, you're right, she's talking, I thought you stoned your voice there for a second.
How about?
Okay, officer reports, Jeremy's not here, are you doing one for Jeremy, or is Tom doing it, who's doing Jeremy's report?
He didn't leave anything.
He did not leave anything, so we'll pass through him and pick him up at the next meeting. Okay, Gail, you have the floor, ma'am.
I don't have anything either.
Okay. Ma'am, you have the floor. Unless you
Mine's
want-
gonna be an executive session.
You gonna go put them back, okay? Shelby, you have the floor, sir.
I have just one thing, just a reminder that citywide cleanup is October 11th through the 18th.
11 through 18, October. Okay.
It's on the posting.
I had a couple people ask me about that, I knew we had one coming, I just wasn't sure when, but it's October 11th through 18th. And I think we've got that on our Facebook page.
Yes.
Okay,
And Phil Bills.
okay.
That's all I have.
Okay, I will add on to him, we had a request by a student this year, he had worked with us for the summer, and he had requested, us to look at the possibility of using him in the, I call it the CVE program, I'm not sure what it's called, where they go to school half a day and work part of the day. Fred Thomas worked with us this summer, and he worked with the electric department, and he has already been accepted to the lineman school in Mount Olive or Mount Juliet, somewhere in Tennessee, and he's gonna go there after he graduates and go to lineman school. He asked if we would be willing to bring him on with the electric company or the electric department and work through us so we can get some additional experience. And I worked with the school, normally that's an afternoon program, but we was able to get him here, he's with us from 7 to 11. And then he's off at 11, goes home, gets cleaned up, goes to school at noon, and then he's there for football and basketball practice. So we made some adjustments there to get him in, so he's on board with us. So in the future, if we have anybody that wants to stay on and learn a trade like that, I think it's a good thing for us to do, to be able to help the young men and women at school out. So we got him on, and Shelby is working with him through the electric department. He's answering directly to Chad. We won't let him do some stuff he wants to do, because he can, you know.
Stay on the ground.
He got to stay on the ground. He'd rather be 20 feet in the air working on poles, but we can't let him do that. So, but he is on and doing good, and he wanted me to be sure to thank everybody for giving that opportunity. And he is the grandson, I did not realize this, he is the grandson of our old electric foreman, Keith Seaton, which is why he's so interested in coming, doing lineman duty, okay? So, I just wanted to tack that on. Okay, Chief, you got the floor, sir.
Thank you. First, I need, or seeking council's approval to vote, Officer Jacob Reed from probationary status to full-time status. He completed his one-year probationary period at the end of day, September 3rd.
Okay, and I know this, we had our 50th class reunion Saturday, and I got to see his fiance and the bachelorette party as they was over there coming into the winery. So I know not only do we need to make him full-time, he's soon to be married and full-time husband too. So I think it's a good move, get him on. He's proven his worth to us. Adam said he's worthwhile, so if we would, at this particular, what shift is he working now? He's not here is what I'm trying to say, correct?
Correct. He's
Okay.
done.
Okay, so with that being said, I would entertain a motion for the approval of, what's Mr.
Jacob Reed.
Officer Jacob Reed to the full-time status as per completion of probation and all his field trainings. Ms. Wilson? Second, Mr. Jenkins? So whenever you're ready, roll the vote, ma'am.
Jenkins,
Yes.
Mumford. Yes. Richardson. Yes. Wilson. Yes. Brown.
Yes.
Hanley.
Yes.
Okay. Before we move on, do you have anything else there?
The only other thing I was gonna update on the city ordinance list, the city did start demo on the last property that was on the initial list that rolled over a couple times. It's been a long time coming. There's two more that is scheduled, I'm assuming, probably by end of week.
Okay.
So that only leaves, I think, 4 more non-commercial on that site list.
One was demolished today, correct? And that was, what one was that, Bud?
301 West Madison.
Okay, okay. Have we had any feedback or any updates or anything in regard to our hydrogen leak out on, what
It's
IS
being handled by the fire department.
fire department is handling that? I did ask if I could get the name of the driver, so I could bring to you for the possibility of restitution.
That would all have to go through the state's attorney's office. Restitution comes in.
Okay, good enough. But I'll call you and you can guide me.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you can only do it myself.
You probably
That
would go
restitution
over
is only
that.
gonna happen if he's charged with something.
True, but I wanna find out, that's what I wanna make sure that if there was something that could be, the way I understand it, Adam nor our county has a whole lot to do with the whole situation.
Well, restitution can also be through the insurance possibility.
Well, yeah, but I'm not the state's attorney, you'd have to have charters.
So, but I'm gonna try to find out some
That's
information.
usually fire department thing, not local.
Well, Mr. Brown told me he had no info, he thought the ISP did it, and Adam said.
ISP was there.
Was there, but I also found out that ISP turned it over to Hazmat. Hazmat was out of Charleston. So probably Charlton Hazmat's got the information and relay it to Jason down the road. I'm trying to get the information on the driver, the situations will.
Probably on the trucking company. or
Yeah.
the
True,
driver,
true.
You can submit it through your.
So we gotta get all, I gotta find all that and go from there, so that's what I'm.
Do you have the information on, once you have the information on your cost, you can also contact your insurance company that can assist in locating that. You can-
Yep, yes, we can. Like I said, we gotta get that information first and go from there, primarily the company. Okay, anything else, sir?
Nope, that's all I had.
Okay, so you can tell Jake that he's officially full-time and soon to be officially even more full-time when he says I do. Okay. Economic Development Director, Tom, sir, you have the floor.
Thank you. First up, seeking approval of resolution 091525A. It's in regards to our Safe Routes to School grant application, which we'll be submitting in October.
Okay.
We're working with Lee Beckman and Milano and Grunlow to put this together, and they've had great success with other communities, so we're looking forward to getting all this done.
This pretty much follows the lines we discussed in the past, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Okay, it's just kind of
exactly.
formalized.
It's up to $250,000, no local match.
Okay.
Shall be provided the streets and distances, so.
Well, we should be able to get this accomplished this time fairly easily, I would think.
Well, it's a pretty competitive grant, so.
Is it?
Yeah,
So, but we can't do it unless we sign the resolution and get it going, so.
that's right.
The motion to approve resolution number 091525A, which is a resolution supporting the Illinois Safe Routes to School program, and it's a grant request in School District C4. Motion to support, Mr. Jeremiah. Second, Ms. Lori. And you're set, roll your vote.
Mumford?
Yes.
Richardson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Haley?
Yes.
Jenkins?
Yeah.
Any idea when that might be awarded?
It wouldn't be until spring.
Okay, okay. So, with that, moving forward.
Yeah, so
on
next,
your line.
next item is approval of the City of Casey bicycle and pedestrian plan. This is also a part of our application. It's to demonstrate that the city has adopted a plan for bicycle and pedestrian crossings and sidewalks and all that kind of stuff.
That's it. By approving this, that allows us the opportunity to possibly get some grants there also.
Well, yeah, it's part of that Safe Routes to School.
Part of the same one, okay.
This incorporate, our comprehensive plan contemplates
Okay.
this already. This is
So
more
this is all-
belt and suspenders kind of thing.
This is
but
all part of the
it's
big plan.
good- It's good
Okay.
to show that we've adopted this
Okay.
forward.
Okay, then, motion to approve the City of Casey's bicycle and pedestrian plan for the purpose of working with future grants.
So moved.
Ms. Lori, a second.
I'll second.
Ms. Carlene? Ready to vote, sir?
Wilson? Yes. Brown?
Yes.
Manley?
Yes.
Jenkins?
Yes.
Mumford? Yes. Richardson? Yes.
Anything else, or are you back?
Yeah, I have one more thing. Leslie Donovan from Simple Blessings had intended to be here tonight to speak at the beginning.
Mhm.
But she has a medical issue that prevented her from coming this evening. Like I said, she's with Simple Blessings, and they're planning on doing their second Scarecrow Showdown Spectacular coming up in October, which was pretty wildly successful a couple of years ago when they did it. That one raised funds for the library. This time they're raising funds for the VFW. She's already started working with Shelby on a lot of logistics.
Okay.
I just wanted to pass on, they're expanding it this year to not only businesses, but there were a lot of individuals who had expressed interest in doing their own scarecrows, in their own yards and things like that. So they're expanding in that regard as well. Timing on this is, it's to register, the deadline is September 27th. Setup would be September 29th through 30th. And then voting would take place October 1st through 22nd. With the winners, there will be a first, second, and third place this time. Winners will be announced on Halloween.
She wanting us to get behind and support from a standpoint of just being vocal, or she wanting the monetary support?
She's not looking for monetary support, no, she just wants to get the word out, and then, Shelby and his team
Okay.
will be helping out on that as well.
Okay.
She will come back once she's able. She's thinking ahead to next year. She is curious about having a discussion about starting to incorporate Fairview Park into this as well. And she's also looking into, instead of choosing a different organization every year, about establishing a scholarship for Casey Westfield High School students with the funds.
Well, I think we could probably have a consensus agreement that whatever she would like for us to do to help her as far as vocally and that, and we'd be willing to support her if she needs to use City Hall for, I know last year they used some of it for turning in some papers and whatnot, we'd be more than willing to do that, so. Okay.
So one last thing, because she was in my office and I was asking her just in general how things are going at Simple Blessings, she did want to raise a concern about the home that is next to Simple Blessings at 201 East Monroe. They are having difficulty renting out the units that are on the west side of the building. They tried to put someone in there and they requested that they be moved. The units rent for $3,000 a month, and they've got 5 units that are practically empty because no one wants to go there and look at that. And she's really concerned about how dangerous it is. There's a hole on the side where there are lots of rodents and cats, and she's afraid about children going around it, and so she wanted to just let the council know that is a big concern for them from a business standpoint.
That's on our list, I believe.
We're gonna go in executive session now, so.
That's what, you can tell her that's one of them that we do have on our list that Adam and Tracy have been working on. None of that stuff gets done in 6 months,
What one is that
Well,
one?
it's right.
It's the big 2-story right west of the, that's Blessings. Would be on, east.
Yeah, 201 East Monroe.
201 East Monroe, yeah, we won't give a name right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to live brief and I'm
We're trying to have trouble.
doing a terrible job.
We'll go, it's down here at Pond.
Okay.
in executive session, so we'll have to discuss that one. Okay, anything else, sir?
That's it.
All right. Director Craig.
We assisted on 2 events in the last couple of weeks, the hydrogen leak. And on that, I wanted to thank the Burger Shack for providing lunch for everybody. We did stick around. We had 2 businesses that were unlocked, so we stuck around until employees arrived on those 2.
Okay.
And we also assisted at the fire on 9/6.
Yep. 2 not so good days, but thank you very much.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Moving on, new business, I don't think we have new business listed. And then we're going into unfinished business, so the first thing we need to do is go into executive, council. I need to ask for a proper protocol. Do I ask for it first, or do we announce it?
Executive session.
Executive session, approval for executive session for the purpose of the following subjects pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2C, lease and purchase of property, and section 2C6, personnel, section 2C1, litigation, and section 2C11.
And personnel is hiring.
Personnel is for the purpose of hiring. Okay, so a motion to approve the executive session, please. So moved, Ms. Glory, second. Vote for going into executive session. Whenever you're ready.
Wilson?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.